Hey, what's up, everybody? I want to welcome you to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Daily Recap, where we give you a recap of all of the hot topics that we covered that day. You can catch them in their long format and also catch it fully streaming for free on Apple Podcasts. So, as you guys know, Patrick Beverly is one of the more outspoken people when he was playing on the court and off the court with his podcast. And if you know anything about Patrick Beverly, you also know that he is a James Harden guy. And in the process of him defending James Harden, he then basically tried to say that that James Harden is better than D Wade. I want to get into the article. This is from fadeawayworld.net. Let me read what it says. It says former NBA player Patrick Beverly has had more than his fair share of feuds over the years, and now he's got into it with Hall of Famer Dwyane Wade. Beverly and Wade fired shots at each other on Friday as the latter took offense to comments made by the former on his podcast. In the first episode of Pat Bev's show, Beverly justified ranking James Harden as the third greatest shooting guard of all time. The 37-year-old claimed Harden is better player and Wade is not. It's not even close. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. I F for Wade, that's the homie, Beverly said. You're talking about a player that can score, a player that can get to the free throw line, a player that can pass it out of a pick and roll. A lot of people were going under on D Wade's pick and rolls. I ain't going front. You feel me? A lot of people were letting D Wade have that. Yes. Does D Wade have a clutch gene? Beverly continued. Yes, absolutely right. Yes, at times. Have we seen D Wade be more clutcher than James? Yes, we have. But when we talk about a better player, like a better player, James Harden is a better player than D Wade. And people get it confused because they think D Wade won a championship, and you can't take that away. But a championship is a team thing. That's a team award. I'm talking about individual, Beverly said. Who is a better player, and individually, you have to go with James Harden. No disrespect to Allen Iverson and D Wade. I even think it's close. I think James Harden really might be probably one of the best scorers this game has ever seen. I think we need to applaud that. So Pat Beverly smoking some serious crack right here. Serious crack, right? So D Wade got a hold of what Patrick Beverly said, and then he went on his show and decided to flame up Pat Bev. So what we want to do is we want to play what D Wade had to say in response to Patrick Beverly, and then we're going to come back and keep the show going. Take a listen to these guys here.
I don't think no basketball player is better. Can he score better? Can he dribble better? It's things that they do that's better. I don't personally believe any basketball player has ever been better than me. That's our mentality. That's the only way you become great. If you are stubborn like that and you think that way, and people probably like, you crazy as hell. No. He does things better than me. He's not a better basketball player. And so it's hard because the normal people who are having that conversation are not as good as the people that they're having the conversation about.
That is so true.
I don't understand how you can have a conversation about me and state facts when you're not as good as me. Like somebody that's in the room, we're in a room full of people who are just as good. Put me in the top 75 room. We can all have the conversations about I'm better than you.
Right.
Tell me why. If you ain't in that room,
if you LA Fitness 24 hours,
have it amongst yourself. Don't come out and act like this is factuals, because your facts is, what are your facts based on? Your facts are based on your style of play, what you like to watch aesthetically.
that is, wow.
Yeah, Pat Bev came out and just talked about me and James. Another conversation with me and James. Pat just came out he was definitive. James Harden is better than Dwyane Wade.
Stop. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. He was definitive. He was very definitive in his answer, and I was just sitting there like, okay, Pat, what's your facts?
Right.
To say that someone's better, or just come out and say what I personally like, the style of play that I like to see.
That's a great way to say
X, Y, and Z. Don't you ever fix your mouth to say nobody is better than me when you wasn't better than me. Like, you can't do that. Like, you talk about a better player, you're talking about every aspect of the game of basketball. You know how good I was at a lot of aspects of the game? But people like to see he didn't score 70 or he didn't score 60 or, he didn't get whatever the game that you like to see and you like, man, he a bad boy. We're all bad boys. None of us feel that the next person is better than us at the game of basketball. But what you like is what you like because that's what people like. They like people 6'6". They like people 6'7". They like people 6'8". They like people with handles. Whatever the case may be. But you can never say no one is better than me or better than Jordan or better than LeBron. Like, not better.
Right.
I like this player more. He did these things
that I like
better than this guy. But as a basketball player overall, well, we all cold. That's why we all in the top 75. So you're not in the top 75. Stop talking about the people in the top 75. I don't understand where this come from.
What we talking about?
As in better.
Right.
Like we all in there, and it's everybody in that top 75 is better at something than someone else.
Right.
But we all in that room for a reason.
Hey, talk your talk, baby. Talk your talk.
I ain't even no talk. This is just factual.
No,
like
okay.
I don't understand it. Like better? How? How is somebody better than? Oh, so you like that better?
No,
that doesn't make them better than me.
That is a great point.
Yeah, so I don't understand that.
Okay, all right, what's that?
But I like Pat coming back, being back on the microphone. I like that something went viral, and I was a part of the conversation. I like Pat, but Pat, it did too. It's funny too when you see players who talk about your game. You're like, well, you didn't even experience. You experienced a portion of my game. But when I was winning championships, you wasn't even around. You don't know who I am. You didn't get to feel the wrath. You didn't feel the wrath of me of young. Now my career was hit by injuries.
Cool. So you heard what D-Wade had to say. Forget about what D-Wade is talking about, who's on the same level to have these conversations. Forget about all of that, D-Wade. I got you, bro. I got you, son. Dwyane Wade is better than James Harden. Period. End of story. If you ain't see it, you ain't see it. Dwyane Wade was a better basketball player than James Harden. When D-Wade came in that 2003 draft, he was the forgotten one. The ones that got all the attention was LeBron and Carmelo Anthony. We knew D-Wade was nice, but he was the one that felt like he wasn't getting the proper respect. And when he came into the NBA, his first few years in the NBA was more impressive than LeBron and Carmelo Anthony's. Son won a title. And if you watch early D-Wade, he was sensational. Attacking the basket. Mid-range jumper, although he wasn't like he wasn't like a consistent mid-range guy, although he can hit a mid-range shot. He didn't really shoot too many threes. His playmaking, his defense, his clutch play, his leadership intangibles. He had it all. And some. D-Wade had it all. And oh, by the way, he went on one of the greatest playoff runs in NBA history to win that title when they got Shaq. What are we talking about right now? D-Wade's game was not based off of chucking threes. Harden at the height of his career was averaging 10 3-point shots a game, and he was being allowed to carry and travel. D-Wade didn't get the benefit of the doubt of traveling. He didn't. They were calling that when D-Wade was playing. James Harden is not better than D-Wade. I would take D-Wade 100 out of 100 times over James Harden in a regular season and in the playoffs. Give me D-Wade. I know I'm going to win something with D-Wade. I know that. When LeBron went to Miami, he was looking for D-Wade's leadership. Whoever went to James Harden to look for James Harden leadership. And that matters. Leadership and your ability to lead is part of your basketball game. It's part of what makes you who you are. That matters. And Harden has none of it. Harden is known for quitting. Literally. Every few years, Harden quits. Either for money or for reasons we don't even know. That's not D-Wade's legacy. You can't even compare the two. You can't. And I'm not putting James Harden ahead of Jerry West either. No, I'm not. D-Wade is the number one leader in blocks for guard, and he's 6'4", 5. Come on, y'all better knock it off with all of this nonsense, man. Like, knock it all the way off, bro. Look at what D-Wade accomplished in the regular season and the playoffs, and look at what James Harden did. James Harden is a regular season guy. That is what he has been always, a regular season guy. He can put up great numbers, but when it matters, he can't do it. And to me, when the game gets his hardest, when you're playing on the biggest stages, if you can't compete versus a guy that delivered on many, many, many occasions, you don't get to say you're better than that guy. Patrick Beverly is bugging. I don't know what he's talking about. It's not even close. Bro, what are you on right now, bro? It's not even close. What are you on right now? As you guys know, Kobe Bryant has been one of the most disrespected NBA players over the last few years, especially after his passing. Ever since Kobe passed, you got a lot of people coming out here saying crazy things about Kobe Bryant. One of them has been Gilbert Arenas, who has been a spectacular troll, right? Gil will tell you, oh, I'm a Kobe Bryant fan. He will show you a tattoo and all of this other stuff. But then every time he's always taking shots at Kobe, making fun of him on his platform. I'm confused. Kobe Bryant is my favorite player of all time. Where do you see me making fun of Kobe and trolling Kobe fans? Come on, what are we doing? And Gil has become popular for this. That's why when him and T-Mac went on ESPN First Take last year, they absolutely and they try to go up there and try to say, oh, well, Kobe did this. I'm like, yo, why y'all always playing with Kobe? Y'all playing with somebody y'all were never on his level. I'm confused. Y'all were never on this dude level at any point in time, ever. But then y'all got so much to say, number one. Number two, when Duke was here, we never saw this. When Duke was here, we never saw none of this. Why didn't y'all say that for the 40 years the guy was around, man? Why didn't y'all say it? Why all of a sudden now y'all got all of these things to say about the guy, right? So one of the people I was listening to this morning was D-Wade clapping back at Patrick Beverly, who put out some insane comments talking about James Harden is better than D-Wade and it's not even close. And as D-Wade was talking to Patrick Beverly about people that are talking on players that they're not even on their level, the person I couldn't help but think about was Gilbert Arenas. Because Gilbert Arenas keeps talking about Kobe was this and Kobe wasn't really that. I'm like, bro, you was never on his level. What is this? And I'm like, D-Wade is talking to people like this. So what we want to do is we want to play what D-Wade had to say, take a listen to his comments, and then we're going to come back and continue on the show.
I don't think no basketball player is better. Can he score better? Can he dribble better? It's things that they do that's better. I don't personally believe any basketball player has ever been better than me. That's our mentality. That's the only way you become great. If you are stubborn like that and if you think that way, and people are probably like, you crazy as hell. No. He does things better than me. He's not a better basketball player. And so it's hard because the normal people who are having that conversation are not as good as the people that they're having the conversation about.
That is so true.
I don't understand how you can have a conversation about me and state facts when you're not as good as me. Like somebody that's in the room, we're in a room full of people who are just as good. Put me in the top 75 room, we can all have the conversations about I'm better than you.
Right.
So tell me why. If you ain't in that room.
If you LA Fitness 24 hours.
Have it amongst yourself. Don't come out and act like this is factuals because your facts is, what are your facts based on? Your facts are based on your style of play, what you like to watch aesthetically.
I've never, that is, wow.
Yeah, Pat Bev came out and just talked about me and James. Another conversation with me and James. Pat just came out, he was definitive. James Harden is better than Dwyane Wade.
Stop. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. He was definitive. He was very definitive in his answer. And I was just sitting there like, okay, Pat, what's your facts?
Right.
To say that someone's better, or just come out and say what I personally like, the style of play that I like to see.
That's a great way to say
X, Y, and Z. Don't you ever fix your mouth to say nobody is better than me when you wasn't better than me. Like you can't do that. Like you talk about a better player, you're talking about every aspect of the game of basketball. You know how good I was at a lot of aspects of the game, but people like to see. He didn't score 70 or he didn't score 60 or, he didn't get whatever the game that you like to see and you like, man, he a bad boy. We're all bad boys. None of us feel that the next person is better than us at the game of basketball. But what you like is what you like because that's what people like. They like people 6'6". They like people 6'7". They like people 6'8". They like people with handles. Whatever the case may be. But you can never say no one is better than me or better than Jordan or better than LeBron. Like, not better.
Right.
I like this player more. He did these things
that I like
better than this guy. But as a basketball player overall, well, we all cold. That's why we all in the top 75. So you're not in the top 75. Stop talking about the people in the top 75. I don't understand where this come from.
What we talking about?
As in better.
Right.
Like we all in there, and it's everybody in that top 75 is better at something than someone else.
Right.
But we all in that room for a reason.
Hey, talk your talk, baby. Talk your talk.
I ain't even no talk. This is just factual.
No,
like I don't understand it. Like better? How is somebody better than? Oh, so you like that better?
All right. So let me get into it. Let me really let's take our time with this. It annoys me because none of these guys were half the player that Kobe was. No, I said it like a few weeks ago. None of the players talking on Kobe Bryant were ever on his level. None of them. None of them. Not even one of them. Gilbert Arenas' most memorable time as a basketball player was when he scored 60 against Kobe. Imagine. The most memorable time in your career, the one that you can point to and hang your hat on, is when you scored it against Kobe. That should tell you everything. And at one point, Gil started to talk like as if he was somehow on Kobe's level. He used to break down videos. I'm like, bro, what reality are you? What are you saying here? And I asked him, I said, Gil, could you ever lead your team in scoring and make all of the first defensive team that same year? He said, no. So what are we doing here? Could you lead the league in scoring and do it? What are we doing here? Why are y'all playing with this man's name? None of y'all was on his level. None of y'all. Even T-Mac, who I used to love growing up as an NBA player. They went up there on ESPN talking about, oh man, if I play with Shaq, their whole story is, what if I play with Shaq? Kobe said, let me show you what I can do without him. That's what separates him from all of you guys. But the part about it is y'all are too comfortable. And it's not just Kobe that they do it, but they also do it with Michael Jordan. The only person Gil doesn't go at and talk foolishly like this about is LeBron James. That's the only part. He wouldn't dare do it. Half of the trolling comments that Gil makes about Kobe, he wouldn't dare do it to LeBron. He wouldn't even think about doing it. Do you know how I know this? Because the day when Rich Paul went on his show, everybody on that panel was quiet as a mouse. Everybody. The Gil's Arena, where like the loudest podcast, nobody said it all. They was listening. I'm like, yo, what is this? This is LeBron aging. Y'all acting like as if Jesus just walked up on the set. What's going on with y'all? Then it became clear to me. They can play with everybody's name. Michael Jordan. The only person name they don't play with is LeBron James. That says it all. You defend LeBron more than you defend Kobe, who you call your favorite player. And what D Wade is saying, who was one of the top of the shelf players, is like, y'all are not qualified to talk. Y'all are not done enough to talk. Like when Shaq talks about G14, y'all don't even have the G. Forget about the 14. Y'all are like G1 classification. Like y'all don't deserve to be talking about this dude. Y'all not on his level. None of y'all. And that's the fact. Y'all can crack as many jokes as you want. Kobe Bryant will be remembered. The rest of you won't. This is the facts about it all. Y'all can crack all y'all jokes, make as much fun as you want, but y'all will never be remembered the way Kobe does. All of this hating that y'all doing don't matter. It's not affecting nothing. The only people that y'all appealing to are the LeBron fans that follow that platform. That's it. They're the only ones that walk away saying, ha ha, that was funny. Nobody else takes y'all seriously. And this is what's happened in sports media, and especially in basketball. You got dudes that were never on the level of the players they talking about them so flippantly. Like, oh, that's just D-Wade. Oh, that's just him. He wasn't all that. That's what they do. Players. So if you could talk about them so easily, how should we talk about you? If you can talk about Kobe so carelessly, how should we talk about you? This is my question. And again, I ask, why has Gil's Arena never slandered LeBron the way y'all do Kobe? Why? Y'all defend LeBron so much, y'all almost defend y'all defend his family too. It's like a healthcare package over there. Gil's Arena healthcare premium for the LeBron family, for the James family. Y'all putting up pictures with Kobe and Robin suits, and where are the bricks on top of LeBron's head when he was in the finals and he's breaking up games? Where's that at? You can't find him. But then want to talk about, oh man, I love Kobe and I love LeBron. There's no such thing. There's no such thing as I love Kobe equally as I love. It doesn't exist. That's like a Ronaldo fan saying, I love Ronaldo as much as I love Messi. Who are you fooling? What are we talking about here? What do you mean you love Kobe as much as you love LeBron? They're two totally different players, men, characters, behaviors, but you love them equally. You're lying. And if you love them equally, why don't you slander them equally? I've been saying for the longest time, for those of you who follow this channel, that this whole LeBron James, Michael Jordan GOAT debate, is made up of a bunch of smoke and mirrors. If you followed my channel for even one week, 1 year, you would know this, right? I said that it was something that was done to generate clicks and views. It was something that was done to make money. And Michael Jordan, in his most recent comments, basically gave everything that I've been saying all these years credibility, because Michael Jordan said the same thing. He said, this is done for marketing. There's no reality in this conversation, right? And I've been saying that. So when you see all of these people in media trying to have these debates and all of this, it's just either for money, ratings. You see sports publications coming up with these rankings. It's all to promote this nonsense, to have a conversation. And I've never believed it because we've had too much evidence of a lot of the people that try to push this debate, of them in the past saying otherwise. Too much. It's hard to find true Jordan fans just saying all of a sudden, oh, I think LeBron is bad. It just doesn't happen. But there's so many examples of this in media. So as you guys know, Stephen A. Smith is having is back and forth with Jason Whitlock, and now Jason Whitlock is talking to different people with Cam Newton, and I saw him talking to Kwame Brown yesterday. He spoke to Marcellus Wiley. So there's a lot going on there. But yesterday he did a sit-down interview with Marcellus Wiley came on the show, rather, for a long time. And they talked about a lot of things, pretty interesting stuff. Marcellus kind of pushed back with some of the things that Jason Whitlock had to say about Stephen A. Smith and his career and all of that. You guys can go watch it. I thought it was an interesting back and forth that they had. But anyway, at one point, Jason Whitlock is talking about how people are put in certain positions and how fake narratives are created. And at one point in the conversation, Jason Whitlock came out and said plainly that even this whole LeBron James thing and Michael Jordan, he said he doesn't believe anybody out there that is talking about LeBron is better than Michael Jordan believes it. He doesn't believe it. He said that most of these people are just up here lying and playing a role and a character to make money. And I'm like, I told you so. So what we want to do is I want to play what Jason Whitlock had to say and his reasoning behind it, and then want to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to Jason Whitlock here.
And everything from the undefeated to speak for yourself to what I'm doing now was about like, no. Trust me. We can define the conversation and we can create a conversation that's better, more healthy, puts everybody, black, white, just athletics in a better position, asking the right questions. And Stephen A. and ESPN said, no, we want a dumb, low-level conversation, and so we want you on air. Is Michael Jordan better than LeBron? Is LeBron better than Michael? And we'll just do that every day, over and over and over again. Everybody already knows the answer. Everybody's just playing a gimmick and a role. I don't believe Shanno Sharpe authentically believes LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan. I don't believe anybody authentically believes that. And that's not me trying to take a dump on LeBron. It's just like, hey, man, the guy won 6 titles and, out of 6, and just the resume speaks for itself. But that's my complaint with Stephen A. He's degraded the conversation, and he puts black people in a limited position where we never get to define the conversation. All we do is react.
So you heard what he had to say. What are my thoughts about this? Look, guys, I've been saying this. This is not a surprise to me. Even your Nick Wrights and all of this, you can pull up old tweets of him saying things that way he was promoting Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan. Shanno Sharpe, the same thing. Most of these guys are just doing it because, number one, it's either what they're being told by the networks that they work for, or we got to talk about this. You've even heard people like Paul Pierce say, man, when I work for ESPN, we always got to talk about LeBron. We always got to talk about the Lakers. It's all manufactured. All of it. I told you guys this. It's rare that you can see somebody that's a Michael Jordan fan and a LeBron fan. They don't match. They don't match. It's hard to even see a Kobe Bryant and LeBron fan. They don't match. You can see Kobe fans that say, I think LeBron is a great player, although some will say he's not, and vice versa. But to say that, I like them as much, no, as equally, it's nonsense. And I've been saying this. A lot of these people are just out here playing a role, trying to make some damn money. And if it means that they will have fake debates on TV, they'll do so. Bleacher Report has turned themselves into a troll company where all they do is troll. by putting out ridiculous rankings, and they're just doing it for trolling and getting people to talk. Even their top 15 greatest scores of all time was a troll ranking. But nevertheless, they put it out because they knew it would get people riled up. This is what it is. It's for money. And Jordan said it. This is for marketing. And now you have someone who worked in the industry for a long time and knows the ins and outs and how the game is really played, who knows what goes on behind the curtains, telling you the exact same thing. I told y'all this for years. Some people viewed it, oh, no, you're hating. No, man. I'm like, no, what are we debating here? What are we debating? We did a show yesterday. I brought up a point. Some people liked it. I'm going to bring it up again. The whole conversation now about why, for example, LeBron is on Jordan's level is longevity. This is madness. This is madness. If you look at their peaks, LeBron was never able to reach Jordan's peak. He's been able to sustain a certain level of excellence, but he never reached the peak. So how is he better than Jordan? At their best, Jordan was better. At their best. And all of these other things are just personal milestones. These are not team accomplishments. These are just personal stuff that you're accumulating all throughout the way, and none of it really leads to any team success. None of it really leads to any winning, like scoring 10 points a game and holding that record for God. What does that have to do with winning basketball games? So this is what the conversation is shifted into, and sadly, a lot of people that follow basketball have been bamboozled into thinking that what these people are saying on TV, they actually believe, when in reality, they don't. They don't. Some of these people can't get the concept in their brain that, wait, people can go on TV and lie for money. Yes, they can do that. They can do that. People can put on a mask and put on a clown suit to make some money. Yes, some people can do that. Sorry to break it to you. Half of these guys that are out here saying this don't believe this. And I've heard it from so many people that are within the circles of these people. They say no one in the background believes this. Even general managers have said it, that no one in the NBA community believes LeBron is on Jordan's level. No one. They think internally, they think it's a joke. But outside, they'll try to make it seem like it's something real. Internally, no one believes this. Why do you think when you have all of these Bleacher Report rankings and you have these guys going on ESPN and the Fox and all of this, but then whenever you sit down NBA players, you ask them, who rank Kobe Bryant? They always rank Kobe ahead. Why do you think that is? Why do you think the players always say one thing, but then the people in media say something different? Because LeBron is active. He's been playing, so it makes more sense to compare him to Michael Jordan. When Kobe was winning those back-to-back titles in the late 2000s, they were comparing him to Michael Jordan. We have videos of this. And saying, is he better than... Like, come on, we know this already. Now, younger fans don't know this because they don't know. But this is what was going on, and this is the truth.